Namaste everyone. Have you ever noticed how at every family wedding there's always that one auntie who looks at you and says, "Beta, your nose is exactly like your father's, but your temper, that's 100% your mother." We've all heard it. For a long time, people actually believed that kids were just a literal blend of their parents. But if that were true, shouldn't a tall dad and a short mom always have a medium height kid? Spoiler alert, they don't. The man who finally cracked this code wasn't a scientist in a high-tech lab. He was actually a monk named Gregor Mendel, and he did all his world-changing research in a humble garden. This is why we call him the father of genetics. Gregor Mendel lived in the 1800s in a monastery. While other people were busy with their daily chores, Mendel was obsessed with his vegetable patch, specifically pea plants. Now, you might think peas are just something you pick out of your biryani, but for Mendel, they were the key to the universe. He chose pea plants because they are simple. They are either tall or short, no middle ground. Their seeds are either smooth or wrinkled. Their flowers are either purple or white. This made it very easy to track what was happening. Mendel started his big experiment by playing matchmaker. He took a pure tall plant and crossed it with a pure short plant. If the blending theory was right, the child plants should have been medium height. But when the seeds grew, something shocking happened. Every single one of them was tall. It was as if the short trait had been deleted from the universe. But Mendel didn't stop there. He let these new tall plants grow and reproduce with each other. And in the next generation, the short trait suddenly made a comeback. It hadn't been deleted, it was just hiding. Mendel realized that traits aren't blended like a smoothie. They are passed down like discrete pieces of information, which we now call genes. He discovered that for every trait, you have two versions, one from your mom and one from your dad. He called the strong version dominant and the hidden version recessive. In his experiment, the tall gene was the bossy one. Even if a plant had one tall gene and one short gene, it would look tall because the dominant gene covered up the recessive one. The only way to actually be short was to inherit the short gene from both parents. This was a massive breakthrough. It explained why you might have your grandfather's eyes even if your parents don't, or why certain health conditions skip a generation. Mendel turned biology from a guessing game into a math problem. He proved that nature has a very specific set of rules, and he did it all by counting peas in his backyard. So the next time your relatives are arguing over which side of the family you look like, you can tell them it's all about the dominant alleles. Before you go, here is a little science humor for you. What did the baby cell say when his DNA got stepped on? Mitosis. Get it? Mitosis? Okay, I'll stick to the genetics. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.